I'm buying my next investment property and I'm taking you on the ride with me. Part 4, we just did the inspection. Hi, Colt. Something unique about my background is I've actually gone through the coursework to become an inspector before choosing to just continue being a realtor instead. In no way, shape or form am I a licensed inspector. However, I feel like this does give me a unique perspective and understanding of looking at an inspection. This particular inspection was a 36-page document. It cost $390, so keep the running tally. The inspection on this property was not particularly good. It wasn't the worst I've ever seen, but it was not particularly good. I did have a top 5 priority list, and I'll tell you how the negotiation went with that. So my top 5 priority was there's foundation issues, so the pier and beam is wearing in some spots, and the concrete support around the property has some rebar sticking out and some deterioration here and there, so that will need addressed. The sewer line is fully cast iron and there's actually something impaled in it. I'll see if I can post the picture right here. There's some sort of rod impaled in the line, so that will need repaired or replaced at some time in the near future. As for the electrical, the box itself is fairly new. Some of the outlets don't work, some are the wrong type of outlets, and there's also some spliced wires not in junction boxes up in the attic, so all of that will also need to be addressed. The water heater is out of code compliance. There's no drip pan underneath it. The venting is damaged, so needs replaced. It's in the bathroom with the door not being self-closing. And finally, there's some damage to a couple of the windows, some cracks, and a lot of the windows are painted shut, so the points of egress are non-existent, which is out of code compliance as well. So we need to address that. With all that being said, there was actually a lot of really useful information in this inspection that I'm going to use in the future to kind of use as a checklist to make this property better and to get it up to code in a lot of areas and to add value in a lot of areas as well. How did this go for the negotiation? I sent my 5 priority list off to the seller. They got some quotes on some work and came back to me. They're going to tackle one of the issues for me. I know it's not a lot. However, it's a $105,000 house. I can deal with this, especially since they're paying $6,000 at closing for a new sewer line. So they're going to pay for an entirely new sewer line. I feel like that's a big win. The rest of the stuff I can kind of take care of myself for the most part. I'll hire out some of it. That was definitely the biggest one. That's one that I didn't really want to have to pay for, and especially since I'm going to try and get an HVAC as soon as we move in, which that's going to run around 10 grand as well. So we're under contract. We're out of the option period. We've done our renegotiations. The next step's the appraisal.